This is for the simples.
Yeah, we sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah, we sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation.
What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through, huh? What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl singing, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through, huh? What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl singing, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah, we sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation.
Real talk, real life, real people. Real talk, real life, real people. Hey, real talk, real life, real people. Real talk, real life, real people. Buddha and Baby.
Woohoo! What's good, simples? This is your boy Buddha, and over there is the lovely
Baby.
and we coming to you again, live and in color.
Sipping in conversations.
Oh, I'm gonna say it, baby. Why am I here? Ooh, I'm crying. Oh man! You see, watch how I flip the script.
Squeal.
Squirrel. You know I'm crying because you're so beautiful, baby. It brings tears to my eyes. Nah, I'm teasing, man. So, baby, how was your day?
You know, this is my second week back in the office, and it is a real adjustment. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it, and you know, every day I'm getting better and better.
Okay.
How was your day?
My day was all right, man. It wasn't a bad day. It was not a long day at all. We kind of got in, kind of got out. But you know, believe it or not, you know, I took the vaccine on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still kind of feeling the effects. But it ain't like I'm sick or nothing. But I've been real sleepy from Sunday night all the way until today for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's one of the things they say that, you know,
Right.
make you lethargic. There's different side effects, you know, being lethargic, fever, chills,
Well,
you know, full blown, not feeling well.
luckily,
So,
I didn't have the fevers, but this lethargic and tired feeling was definitely upon me.
So listen, let's get right into it. What's good, Javon? Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna go, like I said, we're gonna get right into it. As far as last week, what was the
What was the topic last week?
Yeah,
Recap. Well, we talked about dealing with an insecure mate. You know, how do you deal with an insecure mate, and what are some of the signs of I'm about to say symptoms.
Get your mind right.
I'm about to say symptoms, but signs, symptoms, however you want to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of an insecure mate. So what I kept hearing from the ladies was communication, letting it be known, talking, and letting them know how you feel adverse and or what they're doing to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then based on how that conversation go move in that direction. Was I pretty much right on that, right? Just summarizing.
As far as dealing with the insecure mate, well, dealing with them, for me, it was, it's kind of tough. And one of the things you mentioned, I think you said something about what about if it was, the normalcy of their environment.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with that being said, if it's a normalcy in the environment, then you've been uprooted in, seeing your parents or whatever going through different things. And so you don't see your mama trust your daddy, or your daddy don't trust no woman, and all those things. And so you kind of take that into your walkabout, walking on your journey as you get older, and you find yourself in that place because that was part of your foundation. And so how do I deal with that person where it's stemming from something so deeply rooted?
Well, I mean, just to give a little bit of that. I mean, think a little bit on what you just said. It's kind of difficult when it comes to that point. They need to seek help. Number one, they need to seek help. Number one, if it's coming from a loving place,
Mm-hmm.
then they might be receptive, right?
Mm-hmm.
They might, but when you say mate, this is past the beginning phases, right? So you potentially allow this stuff to go on,
yeah,
for an ample amount of time, and now you want to deal with it.
Yeah.
So,
well, you don't know how to deal with it. That's what we kind of talking about. It's like the how. Like you know there's something going on, and you probably, and why I'm saying you don't really know how is because of you were rooted in an environment where it was never dealt with.
Yeah, I can get that.
You see what I'm saying? You weren't. There was no one was really dealing with it, or the way they were dealing with it is what you perceived as the way it should be. And so, as you went along, getting older, you never really found your way. You always took the path of least resistance, which is what you thought was right, because hey, my mom, my daddy did it, my mama did, or that person in your environment did it,
or it could be two necessary evils, and you're just taking the lesser of the necessary evil, like you just said.
Yeah,
which is I get it, but if you're in a relationship like that, or you the person like that, then are you really feeling loved? Or is it just something that you got going on to pass the time until you find whatever happening? So do you awake your inner chi? They like to say be woke.
Yeah. Well, one thing I could say to deal with it is I had a conversation with someone yesterday,
mm-hmm.
and one of the things I mentioned about those types of insecurities, how you can deal with it, especially in my now. What I would like to do in my now is, instead of putting my energy in the negative,
mm-hmm.
all the negative things, I want to start placing my energy and my efforts into what is actually going right. Start nurturing more about what's going right, all of the good stuff. That way, the bad stuff will start kind of dwindling off generally. So I think that's a good way to deal with the insecure mate, instead of, because all that's going to do is everybody going to be fussing and fighting, and everything going to be escalating, and there's never going to be a de-escalation moment. And you going to be in your inner person is not going to be happy, and it's just going to keep going and going and going. So I think that I would be more inclined in my now, like, wait, let's pause, and we need to learn how to effectively communicate. And how do you effectively communicate? Well, you say a message and they receive it. How do you know they receive it? Well, you ask them to repeat it. Essentially, however you want to tell them to repeat it. What did you hear me say? Because whatever, and state your intentions so that you can get to the bottom of things. But the reality at the end of the day is, a person is only going to do what they want to do at that point in time. If they don't want to do it, it don't matter how much effort you put into all of it, it's going to be null and void until the time is right.
I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. Now, what I would say is this: I'm too grown to be dealing with this type of situation, so I'm gonna speak my piece, and if I'm gonna speak my piece and protect my peace.
Okay.
So I'm walking if I can't handle it. Know thyself to be true.
Yeah.
And
I'm a love them and leave them kind of person. So I done grew to find my balance, my happy balance, and so. But I am not opposed to.
Balance.
I will put the effort in, but if there's no reciprocity, there's no type of peace, and it's continuous chaos, I am choosing peace over chaos. Okay. By any means necessary.
I hate.
Now, I might be less inclined to just immediately walk away if we're married, but we definitely I'm gonna put in some genuine effort now. I'm gonna really put in the work, like counseling, whatever we gotta do. I'm gonna do the thing, but I'm only gonna be doing the thing as long as my mate, is bringing something to the table. Matter of fact, bring the table. Not just money, the table.
First of all,
because they always say, what you bringing to the table? Won't you bring a whole table? Oh. Bring the table.
Okay. I dig
that part.
So let's give a couple shout outs, baby, while we out here.
Yeah, while we out here in these streets. I said, what's good, Javon? What's poppin', Simone?
Ooh, that's Jim and I. What's going on?
Jim and I. In the building. Y'all can check them out tomorrow at 7 o'clock? 7 p.m. 7 p.m. on The Culture Radio. Ooh. Okay. Queen Sheba, what's good? Make sure you get ready to log in because you oh, okay. Just saying. So bring the table. Absolutely. What we got?
Know thine self to be true.
Know thine own self to be true. Because that's hey, you gotta know you. Mm-hmm. If you don't work on you,
then that's a route.
It's a whole route out the gate. Am I ready to bring you in? Because I don't see you popping up on my screen. So you're going to have to hit that. No, not here, there. You got to click on the link I gave you.
Tighten up.
You need me to send it to you again? All right. What we got? What you got? She said, bring the table, because that's what they heard. Huh? All right. Mm-hmm. So listen, we're going to take a quick commercial break because we're going to get ready to get into the show. And I got to make sure I get my guests on, make sure they got the information that they need to get in here. Okay, go ahead and because I don't see you popping up. So once the guests get, we got a special guest tonight. Okay. All right. Make sure while we on our commercial break, y'all go ahead and get you something to drink because I ain't asked you that. What you sipping on? Huh? What you sipping on, Silples?
Just playing.
What you sipping on? So y'all need to make sure if you don't have it, you got about a good minute to go get it.
Okay.
Buddha, what you sipping on?
Well, I'm sipping on what I've been sipping on all season so far. A little root beer, a little whiskey. Oh, I changed it a little bit. Yeah. Usually it's whiskey. Usually it's cognac, but today it's whiskey. And just seeing if the variables change and everything flows just the same.
Okay. I don't know what I'm sipping on. Buddha made it, but it's good. So
since she said I made it, I did. It's actually all right. There, it's going with a little tequila, right? A little tequila.
Oh boy.
With some pink lemonade, like a pink lemonade chaser, covered off with a little peach cobbler flavoring. So it's all right.
It's actually really good. It's really, really good. All right. So while we getting everything together, as far as our special guest, we're going to go take a quick commercial break. All right. And then we're going to come back. We're going to have a little talk with our special guests. And once we talk with our special guests, then we're going to jump right into tonight's topic. Because I'm sure y'all really want to know about that. Okay. Well, We'll be right back, okay? Give us a moment. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
What's good, suppers? This is your girl, Baby, and I am here to let you know to tune in tonight live at 8 p.m. Yes, at Sipping and Conversations with Buddha and Baby on Facebook. Peace.
Corvette. Hop in a motherfucking jet like that. Him in the dead, him in that like that. They were like, Pop, why you all like that? Why you tall like that? Why you all like that? I'm off of Eddie, I'm
Okay, and we's back. Listen, sippers, thank y'all for that commercial break. Okay, getting everything squared away, up and running and rocking and rolling. So tonight we have with us a special guest, Mrs. Walker. See, we told y'all that on this season we were going to be bringing people in that would be, you know, able to provide information, do the whole kid and caboodle. And so I know I've been following this woman here. I ain't gonna call her young because she's a seasoned woman.
I am young.
Okay. This young woman that we have tonight, I've been following her. She's special to me. I won't say how we associated, but she's very special to me, okay? And so with that being said, I wanted her to come on because as you saw, she is a college recruiter, okay, for Valencia. So for all of the sippers that's tuning in, hey, make sure you share this episode so that you can at least have a contact for someone that can actually get you or your child in the right direction. All right? So, welcome with us, Mrs. Nikesha Walker. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited about just being invited on your show because I mean, y'all movers and shakers. Y'all movers and shakers. I mean, that means I'm moving up in the world if I can get on the show.
Hey, we just trying to do what we got to do so that we can have this platform for those that can actually be a voice in the community and actually other movers and shakers. And so we gonna all get together and we're gonna actually move a mountain.
I hear you. I hear you.
That's
I'm
how
with
it's
you.
supposed to go.
I'm with you.
So we're gonna get right into it. Let's tell the people a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Like Baby said, I am a recruiter. I'm a recruiter for Valencia Accelerated Skills Training Program. So Valencia has an accredited side of the house, and then Valencia has a continued education side of the house. So I am a recruiter for the continued education side of the house, and what that encompasses a whole lot of certifications. You can even say like vocational training. So there is a host of different training programs that Valencia offers on the continued ed side of the house, which is our accelerated skills training programs. And a lot of you guys may even have seen a lot of the programs even advertised, just don't know kind of probably what they are or have actually connected them with Valencia because they're not degree programs. They are programs that'll go from like 4 weeks to 18-week programs, meaning short term. But when you finish with those programs, you actually have certification in the industry that'll basically make you open the door for great opportunities for employment even without experience. That's with what Valencia does because we are connected with that employer piece. So a lot of people think that, oh, well, if I get into this training, I don't have any experience, no one's going to hire me, things of that nature. The difference with our accelerated skills training programs, all of these programs are in demand. So right now, there are jobs out there. We have employers like beating our doors down, trying to get our students. We can't graduate them fast enough for them, for them to, pick them up and start them on employment. So, like I said, it's nothing long. I mean, that's one of our best kept secrets. I mean, a lot of people, when you think about college, a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't have that time," or I have to work. I don't have time for school." The best thing about our program, they're short term. So you can do anything for 4 weeks, you can do anything for 10 weeks, and you can definitely do anything for 18 weeks. They're short term. So, and then you go into your field of study. A lot of individuals have taken out programs because they're short term, because they're in a job that they hate and they really want to do something else or do something that's in demand. And they'll come and they'll alter their schedule at their job for that short period of time. And once they're finished, they're leaving that job and they're going into another field. So, and this is also great for graduates like high school students that they say, okay, I really don't want to go to college. I want to go to work. I want to make some money because that these young adults, I mean, these young people these days, they all about chasing that bag. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, where the
Mhm.
money resides, right?
Where the money resides, where the
Yes,
money
where the money
resides.
resides, right?
How they stripping poles, baby.
I love. We're trying to keep them off that. We're trying to keep them off that. We
Well,
try to
that's their
we're trying to
choice.
get them
Then they
another
need to have
trade,
a backup
another
plan.
Hey, hey,
yeah.
hey.
We're
There's
trying to get
nothing
them another
wrong
trade.
with being a dancer, a lady of leisure.
Yeah,
Okay, bro.
absolutely. Now, I mean, if they end up there, then hey, maybe this could be the foundation. I don't know, but
Hmm.
we're basically trying to get them to get in, get out, and get a job. Basically, a lot of people look at our program and say, "Oh, well, that's a training program." We consider our program an employment program because the purpose of you going to training is to get a job. And a lot of the funding that is attached to our training programs or our employment programs have that employment component to it. So they have to get a return on their investment. All right. So I'm
Good.
going to say this. A lot of people call and they say, well, I got my financial aid. Can I use my financial aid for, these trainings? And anybody that's familiar with school and college, financial aid, you have to be full-time student, this that, in order to get that full covering. We do not accept financial aid because our courses aren't financial aid eligible. So with our classes, if you're not paying out of pocket, if you're not taking out a Sallie Mae loan, then that means you are actually going to get referred from one of us, the recruiters, to some of our community partners. We have a host of community partners throughout Orange, Seminole, Lake, Sumter, Osceola counties that we work with. Some will pay at 100% and some will pay at about 85%. So, but even if they pay at 85%, Valencia will still try to give you a scholarship for that remainder balance. So you don't have to pay anything out of your pocket. I don't know if you guys know this fun fact about Valencia. One in every third student, one in every three students pays nothing for school. Nothing, nothing
You
out of
need to
their
be one
pocket.
of them third students.
Well, okay, okay. So
So,
one
so
thing that we try to do, we try to make sure that you do not. This is not. We're not trying to put you in debt. We're actually trying to help you create a foundation that you can grow. Create a toolbox for you, basically, to put some of this skill set in and just stack and add on to it and grow.
okay.
So, with that being said, the financial aid aspect of it, we don't have. However, we do have opportunities for community providers to provide you grants, and with grants, you don't have to pay them back, and that's a
So
that's a great asset too.
okay, so sippers, those that are listening, if this applies to you or your children or child or a neighbor that you know, somebody that they could potentially go and be in a training program that can get them on the path of righteousness.
Hey,
um,
to the man.
comment below. If you got some questions, make sure you comment, okay? Because this is really some good information and this is a good point of contact. And I'm telling you, this is a viable point of contact. And that's why I wanted her on the show, because I know personally, not from personal experience directly, but indirectly, I know this program is working and I know it is available, and I know what she does. So it's important for you to know that what she is telling you, she's not going to steer you in the wrong direction. And if she doesn't have the information to tell you, she's going to provide you with the necessary resources. So let me ask you, how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been in workforce development for 15 years. I used to work at Career Source. I used to be a consultant for years at Career Source. So I was the person that gave out the money. I was the person that did the eligibility. I was the person that, determined, if they were good fits. So I did all kind of assessments. So I have vast experience in that. And that's why I can kind of guide people, the right way to get the services that they need. And that company did such a great job in equipping me with information about resources in the greater Orlando area and outside. If I don't have the answer, I could definitely connect you to, someone that can definitely help you. But I do want to say this: a lot of individuals, when it comes to the programs that I recruit for programs in advanced manufacturing. And a lot of people don't know what advanced manufacturing actually is here in Florida. When they think about or here in Central Florida, when they think about advanced manufacturing, they think about, oh, made in China, or maybe a Ford place where they got the assembly lines, and a lot of that is up north jobs, or jobs that are overseas. But you would be surprised at how many manufacturing employers are right here in Orlando, like Central Florida.
Are you
There,
able to mention it? Are you allowed to mention
oh
a
yeah, oh
name?
yeah. Let me tell you something. We are a feeder program for Lockheed Martin. We're our feeder program for Lockheed Martin. They come into one of our programs, which is called Electronic Board Assembly. That's a 10-week program. 10 weeks. That program is $4,695. And that program is normally paid in full from one of the partners that we send individuals to. Like right now, a lot of people are out of work due to COVID. They're on unemployment. Guess what? The agencies that we send them to get the money. That's like an automatic qualifier. Even if you're in a household that were affected by COVID, like you can qualify. So these are opportunities. And guess what? All of these trainings, they never stop. I mean, all these jobs, they never stopped during COVID. Never. They're working straight through COVID. So when I say they're in demand, I'm not. Um, I'm a type of person. I'm not a seller. A lot of people say, "Girl, you can sell." I'm not a seller. I don't sell anything. I don't get nothing. I'm not. I don't like selling anything. But what I will do, if it has shown me results and it has shown me that it has changed people's lives, I will be an advocate for it
Absolutely.
all day long.
That's me.
Yeah, if it shows me great results and it shows me it works, and I can definitely give this to somebody, especially my young people. And I'm gonna use my daughter for example. I sent both of my daughters through these programs. My one daughter had a scholarship, full ride scholarship for basketball in Miami. Just like any other young person, they get to college and lose their mind. So she was in college, 2 years, and lost her mind, like she didn't want to go to school. And I said, bump that, I'm saving my money. Look, $43,000 I'm spending on you, and you don't want to go to school? Oh, come on back home. So I moved her back home. And guess what I did? I put her in that 10-week program at Electronic Board Assembly. And she didn't know what it was, didn't know what. She had no clue, but I did know her personality. I know her personality. She likes to work on her own. She does not like to be taking accountability for nobody else. She only wants to take accountability for her work. She was very smart, but she was quiet, and she could do, long as you give her something to do, she'll do it. I knew her personality would fit this particular job. So I told her, I said, you're gonna go to this training, you're gonna get, and I got her a scholarship, and you're gonna go, and guess what? She's been working at Lockheed right now for over a year, almost 2 years. She's almost making $18 an hour. She's 23 years old. She's about to move out of my house in her own apartment. She has full benefits paid for, health insurance. Now she's still on ours, but she got health insurance. They pay for her health insurance. She's vested from day one.
Wow.
Yes. And a lot of people got to wait 6 years on their job to be vested. I know I work for the state and I got to wait 6. You understand?
8.
So it's like vested from day one. And guess what? If she wants to go to school, they'll pay for it for free. And I told her, and when she started, she was like, Mom, I would have never thought I would have never thought, I didn't even know anything about these type of jobs. I said, that's why. And I say this to parents, let your children work first. I say that with everything in me. Now, some kids are very headstrong. You can send them, they're good students. You can send them, that's great. But if you not like my kids ride a sea line, how they ride the pony off a sea line, how they stay on the seat like it's the best. But those were my kids. Well, my oldest daughter wasn't. She was a good student, but she just wanted to stay under the radar. She didn't want anybody to know how smart she was. She wanted to, hang and go with everybody else. But if you know that your child is not like the best student, and then they want to go to college and they're going to go off to college, and in college is independent. Nobody there to tell them to do their work, to get them up. I'm telling you, save yourself some money and some time. Send them to a short-term training program. Mm-hmm. When they get out, most of our programs, the majority of they start at $15 an hour and up. So there's nothing, when they finish with our program, there's no job that they'll get that's under $15.
And just think, these are 18 and 19-year-olds that's starting with pay.
Still staying home with mom.
Many adults are yet to make.
Let me tell you, she was competing against, like, you know how many people sat and she was working at Wawa at the time. And when she stopped at Wawa, and she told them that she was leaving, to go. And they asked her, well, where are you going? And she was like, oh, I got a job at Lockheed Martin. Every time I go in there, I've almost emptied the Wawa store because everybody's coming to the trainings, because I had a welder. They're coming to the trainings, and she's been and they come to and they leave Wawa. And I tell her, I said, this is a foundation. This is not the end all be all, but this is a foundation, and this will kind of guide you in what you want to do. And guess what she's talking about now? Mom, these engineers I might go back for engineering. Okay, then. So now it becomes real to them now that is that money is connected. It's
where the money resides.
Absolutely. So it gives them a better outlook on what they could be doing, because these are jobs that it's not like a medical assistant or everybody knows what they do. Everybody knows what a nurse does. Everybody knows what an x-ray technician. I mean, those are kind of self-explanatory type positions. But these positions, these are like production work. Like in manufacturing, time is money. So
now, the president, there's soon going to be some changes, major changes with manufacturing.
Let me tell you something. If you don't pay attention to what's around you, and I tell people this all the time, you gotta pay attention to what's around you. Listen to when the president is saying, when it comes to workforce development. When Barack Obama was in office, he was saying, he did a State of the Union address, and he talked about nothing but workforce development and jobs and creating youth programs. And anytime you talk about youth programs and workforce development, anytime you see a school, it's connected. It's all, the money just trickles down. It trickles down, and it trickles down to agencies like Career Source Central Florida, Community Action, different nonprofit organizations here in these Central Florida, and it trickles down to your municipalities, your cities, your all of that. All of that money is there, and what they do, they trickle it down into other areas that you can get these, and they're grants.
Okay.
And so let me tell you something. Orange County, y'all better pay attention to Regina Hill. Because let me tell you something, Regina Hill is putting this information out there. I don't know if a lot of people know it. We have an advanced manufacturing center right downtown Orlando by the Marriott, right in front of the Bob Carr Theater. There is a Center for Accelerated Skills Training program there. They do the electronic board assembly program and our mechatronics training there. A 10-week training and an 8-week training. They're about to open up another center off of WD Judd, right there on behind Mercy Drive.
Oh, okay.
2,700 square feet. 2,700 square feet. They're going to have the CDL training there. I mean, the electronic board assembly. Well, they're going to house all of right there. It's going to be a big Valencia
right
campus.
In the hood.
And you know why they put it there?
For them.
Listen, if y'all don't understand regentrification is happening, and y'all better get this training, and y'all better get, because the job market is changing. When a school decides to create a program, they're not creating that program by chance. They're creating that program because it's already in the making.
Already.
They're trying to train the workforce up for what's to come.
Right. And they got to be ahead of it.
You got to be ahead of it. So you're just training the workforce up to come. When I started here, it was one program. It was 3 programs. We have a center. We have a center in Point Siena. We have a center on the Osceola campus in Kissimmee, and we have our separate center in Kissimmee as well. We have a center, a campus downtown Orlando, and now they're going to open up the big MCAT, so they're going to call it in off of WG, and that is strategically set there because it's an industrial district. You got all kind of employers there. So what is it going to do? We're going to connect you with the people once they finish the training, and all of the trainings have certifications attached to them, so they're co-signing on your skill already.
Okay, all right. So listen, this is a lot, and I'm here for it all. So what I want to do is,
I see Samira. I used to work with her. Kilpatrick.
And we got some information being dropped tonight. Thank you so much, everybody that's providing this information about the different programs.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want you to do is tell us how they can. Is there a number or is there a website? How what would be the best way to reach you for the programs?
It is. If anybody that is interested in any of Valencia's accelerated skills training programs, they can go to valenciacollege.edu and just put in the search box manufacturing, and it's going to pop up the AST page, accelerated skills training page, and then they'll see all of the trainings, whatever they're interested in. There is an interest inquiry. If you're interested, you can fill that out. A lot of that comes to me. Right now, I'm doing tours of the campus in downtown Orlando, as well as in Kissimmee. Kissimmee is my campus that I recruit for. So I'm located in Kissimmee, and I am doing tours. I do tours on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the campus in Kissimmee. We're located in 1099 Cross Prairie Parkway in Kissimmee. And I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 2.
Okay.
From 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. But I'm gonna be scheduling a big open house in June because we're gonna have our fall classes starting in July. So I'll be doing a huge grand, well, not really grand opening, because the campuses are. We never stopped during the COVID. We still were coming to class because our programs. Hey, Tamara, how you doing? Our programs still were going on through the entire pandemic because we're hands-on, and that's another thing I didn't get to mention. We're not like the typical academia on the accredited side. Our programs are 85% hands-on. So whatever you learn in the classroom, you're going straight to the shop floor to actually practically work out what you just learned. So you will definitely, even though you won't have the experience in the field, you will definitely be getting the clock hours in the lab for it. They have projects. They go on field trips to different employers. We also have employers that come out to our classrooms and introduce themselves to our students to let them know, like in the first week, that they're already interested in them and hiring. And
That's
I think,
good.
yeah, I think it's so amazing because a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people go to school, and a lot of them don't do labor market information on, what can I, like, how's the job market in this industry? They just depend on that advisor to tell them, oh yeah, this is a good. Know for yourself. Do your labor market information in your area, in your region, on the type of training that you're going to take. Don't believe me. Do it. It'll tell you in the state of Florida. You can go to careerinfonet.org and just type in occupation. It'll give you the whole occupational profile. You click the state. It'll tell you whether it's in a decline or in an excess. And that is something that young people really need to do, because I know a lot of people, oh, I want to be a barber. I want to be a this. There's a barbershop on every corner. There's a barbershop on every corner. Now, granted, yes, it's a lot of us, but you got to remember, it's a barbershop on every corner. So do something that's in demand and that can get you that money. And a lot of people don't know this is that hidden money. Like, this money is out there and it's so attainable. Like, it's so attainable. And guess what? You don't need a high school diploma to take our programs.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, that's good. I like that. That's a good closing.
Mhm.
So listen, I will definitely have her information. She'll be keeping in touch with me when she dropped the information, so that I can be, we can readily make that available come June and so forth. So that we, because again, we're here for the community. No, just the same. Okay. We are here for the movers and shakers. We are here to let people know about those opportunities that are available that they wouldn't know straight away, because they don't know what avenue to take, because they're going based on whatever was the masses is doing, and then there's a whole area where people are missing. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break, come right back real quick, and we'll come back because we gotta change gears, y'all. We gotta get ratchet for a minute. I'm just saying. Okay. But we do have some information that's been dropped in the comment section. So there's it looks like Valencia also has a Bridges to Success program that pays tuition and book stipend. And we also have the Career Source Center, and the contact information is in the comment section below as well. So anybody that's watching this, hey, this is some information tonight, y'all. Y'all thought y'all thought Booty and Baby just bought that.
Look, y'all got me sipping. Girl, I'm sipping.
One last thing I want to tell y'all ladies out there that like to build a man who broke his hand, put ass in the goddamn program.
Okay, I'm with him. I'm with him all day. I'm with him all day. I'm with him all day.
Just saying, like, right quick, like.
That's
we'll
right.
Be right back, y'all. Real
build the boy. Build the boy.
We sipping in conversation. Sipping in conversation.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Sipping in conversation.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Sipping in conversation.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Sipping in conversation.
And we like, what? We add somebody to the screen. What's good, Sipper?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, sorry, I got too loud.
Oh, we about to get you juiced up. We educate you, and then we get you,
We get you hype. Whatever you want to call it, we do it. We here for it. Cause what it say? Real talk, real life, real people. Okay. Buddha,
Yeah, baby.
what we talking about?
We talking about. Oh, thank you. We talking about why do men not find women attractive without makeup? I mean, that's a subjective question, but we here now.
We here now. We at you.
Well, first thing I like to do is introduce somebody who's not new to the crew. His name is Dr. Love Jones.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
With his author, he's an author. Level Up.
He's one half of Jim and I.
Jim and I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, y'all got the eye right now. Y'all got the eye.
And then before we get into it real quick, what you got going on Saturday?
Saturday, I have my 1 year anniversary. So May 1st last year, I published my book, Level Up, How to Start Living Your Best Life. This book right here. So I published that last year. So May 1st is this Saturday, and we're going to do a celebration. It's going to be a brunch right at the junction, which is 2141 West Colonial Drive. We're going to be there. It's going to be some great food, some great vibes. I'm going to be there signing books, and it's going to be a whole vibe and a whole opportunity because I'm celebrating my 1 year anniversary, but the truth is, it's not just a celebration for me. A celebration for everybody, those who's leveled up in 2020, those who made it through 2020, because 2020 was a rough year for many businesses, industries, people who were entrepreneurs, everything. And if you made it through and you've grown and your business took on another level, then guess what? Come out and celebrate because it's for you too. So it's not just me, it's all of us.
All right. So when is the show?
It starts at 11.
No. I'm talking about your show tomorrow. Too.
Okay.
Switch again.
Yeah, so Gemini Podcast is at 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'm there with my beautiful co-host, Hoodoo Rising. We be talking that talk. We be talking about everything from spirituality. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking about inner child healing and shadow work, which is something everybody on here needs to listen to because that is a very important topic to talk about for every individual that walks this earth.
Okay. And so what time will it be for Saturday? 11?
It starts at 11. So it's gonna be at 11. The brunch is there. So you get the opportunity if you can register. You go to booksandbrunch.eventbrite.com to RSVP so you get you a table because it's gonna be a crowd. People gonna come in. If you see when you register, it's gonna be 2-tier system where if you could come in at 11 o'clock or you could come in at 1 o'clock, so we get enough people to come in there, get their dish and be at the table and enjoy the vibe. So even if you come early and you're still there, you can still stay for the whole time. So everybody, I'm telling you, you want to be a part of this. This is history in the making. Make sure y'all come out. Make sure y'all come out Saturday, 11 o'clock at 2141 West Colonial Drive. It's called The Junction. It's a Caribbean restaurant. I put out the menu. The menu's out there. The food is looking. Whew. Y'all want to come out? I'm telling you.
All right.
We're gonna be out here, man.
Okay, we gonna slide. I was gonna go to the beach, but then I remembered.
Yeah, no, don't worry. The beach is every day of the week. This is once in a lifetime. This is once in a lifetime.
I'm capitalizing on the weather. So nevertheless, let's get into it. Why y'all men act like when I ain't got my eyelashes and my earrings on?
Okay.
I'm
here for this.
And I done exfoliate my skin. and my eyebrows ain't penciled in, filled in. Why y'all pass me by? Huh?
Really?
Why y'all be passing me by?
I mean, I feel like it's false advertisement.
I think what it comes down to is that we want you to stay consistent in how we met you. So if we met you and you was dolled up, did the most, you did your thing. And I'm not speaking for myself as an individual. I'm speaking as a collective.
Come out to beat you up.
So I'm speaking as a collective.
He
But
ain't wrong.
no, so if you come out one way and we meet you that way, that's the standard of what we expect from you.
Wow.
So when
Hey,
you
man.
don't meet that standard at a certain time, is it unrealistic? Yes, you're not gonna always you're not gonna always be at that point, but you should always put your best effort to live up to that expectation you set as an individual.
I'm with that.
I'm not.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Keisha, what your thoughts are?
I feel like this. It's very shallow.
No, it ain't.
It's very shallow of you to think that a woman is going to look like that all the time. For one, that you probably saw her at nighttime and she probably was, had herself all together. But that's very unrealistic for you to think that she's going to be. Now, will she put the effort in? Of course. But just like a night like this, you don't expect her to have on eyelashes. She's going to probably put on her glasses because she probably wore glasses. She just didn't wear them out that night.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? And she's
Speak
probably,
on it.
oh, okay.
Speak on it.
She's probably just gonna have on her glasses, maybe a little, earring, but she's gonna be very comfortable because she should be able to be comfortable in her own skin around you without makeup, and you should appreciate that.
I mean, I want to understand men, sippers, the male sippers. How you think it's supposed to be all the time?
Well, I'm gonna say this.
But my
ahead.
question, the main question is, why am I not attractive to you in my natural state of being?
I can answer that one. I can answer that one, right? Because you don't feel like you're attractive, period. That's an inner thing. That ain't got nothing to do with us. All we see is what you bring to the table, period. The end.
I'm saying if you catch me on Sunday morning.
Hold on. Because if I meet a woman at the gas station when she ain't all up and I'm talking to her, then it's all Gucci because I already seen her at where she's gonna be at on a everyday basis. But if I meet you at the club or all these other situations that you go to, and when you dolled up, and if I see you not dolled up and you look completely different, don't get mad at me for whatever the expression I give you.
What else you want me to look like? I ain't got no makeup on.
Well, I mean, it's
y'all know women don't wear makeup all day, every day.
Listen, we've all done watched. What's that show? I'ma Get You Sucker. We've all seen the show. We've all seen.
We talking about makeup. We're not talking about.
It's all included. It's all included. All this is the fake amount because you know what the men like. It's all included. Bro, listen. My man thought he had a winner. And he only came out with a tuna dinner, not even chicken, tuna.
I feel like this. I feel like this. If you are only looking at her because she's pretty and that's it, then I mean it ain't starting off. It ain't starting off at all. And if she has to have on makeup at all times for you to be interested, then I don't think that.
I don't think that's the case, though. I think that's.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking for the people who there is a tremendous difference between when they wear makeup and who they are as a person. Period. There are some women out there that transform. Okay? There are some men out there who transform into these type of women. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
But I would love to say this though.
Table, man, just be who you are. We're gonna be attracted to that.
All right. Before we go any further, let me just say this. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go to what the people say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Realistically, unless we met, you know, like you say, at a gas station, or you
Grocery
caught
store.
me at Sunday grabbing my weekly meal, getting my meal together or whatnot, and I already was skeptical to what I had on and looked the way I was looking because I went to Walmart, but I felt like, you know what, there's worse.
Those used to be the
So-
those used to be the relationship that lasted longer.
So,
Because he already seen it.
I can pull whatever look I got. I can pull it off because I'm still killing them. Okay, but if you see me in there with, like I said, with my exfoliated skin, that means I ain't got no makeup on, and I just got some shameless plug butter bliss on my face.
Ooh.
Okay, and these glasses. Now I probably got some studs in my ear, and I'm
Stepping.
getting in there trying to,
Lip
you know,
biting animal. Lip biting animal.
I'm in there trying to hurry up and go get my coffee cream because I realized I ran out.
Yeah.
So if you see me like that, and then you see me Monday,
Who the fuck are you?
I mean, it ain't much different. It's just I'm in
Listen.
work attire. I ain't in the little girl shorts, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like I'm a little bit more presentable because I'm somebody's professional person.
That's right.
Okay, so y'all men got to know there's a difference. Now, granted, I clearly and truly understand there are some catfishing going on out here.
Man, listen.
Because I be like, whoa. Okay. If you're gonna be a completely different person, that's one thing. But y'all got to know there's something else on the other side.
So somebody asked this question.
The
but
more
let me say
that's
this.
applied, there's something on the other side.
Okay. Go ahead.
But here's my thing. So the question asks is, why do men find women attractive? Why men do not find women?
Yeah, why y'all don't find us attractive when we don't have the makeup?
Okay, so
y'all
are you
pass us
speaking?
by
Are
on
you speaking
Sunday.
for the collective, or are you speaking for the individuals?
Well,
Because
you know, I'm
there's
being
some
general.
because
This is
here's
a
my thing.
general
Is this.
statement, and obviously it's
From-
not all.
So here's my thing. There are some individuals who may not be attractive to that person without the makeup, but they are with the makeup. So it's attraction matters. I'm gonna keep it 100 in. How you look matters to the person that's looking at you. If they value the way you look, they're going to. That's what it is. And the same for a guy. Like if we ain't it, if how we look is not attractive to you, then you're not going to find us attractive no matter how well we dress. Now, if we dress really well, it might help the look department.
Mm-hmm.
But now the next time you see us and we're not dressed up to par, this is like,
point.
yeah, you ain't it. So it's all about who you are and how your attractiveness. If I met you and you dolled up, and that's the first time I met you, then next time I'm looking at you, I'm trying to remember if you're the same person I met the last week. Then of course, the attraction is going to change.
See, I'm with you, but this is the difference, right? So for ladies, when they see these men out here, unless they got a toupee or this new whatever
a man pay,
you know what I'm saying? You are all in because you know what you're getting up front. If a man start wearing makeup and do all this other stuff, y'all questioning them, period.
But men bamboozle women too. You ever see the men look like they had a head full of locks.
Oh,
they had a hat on. And then when they take that hat off,
how you feel
and it
about
ain't
that?
nothing.
How you feel about that?
He back there with the George Jefferson.
I'm feeling you. So how you feel about that?
Bamboozle. A bamboozle.
Oh. So you kind of
bamboozle.
You're leaning this way. Come on, lean this way, girl. Come on, lean this way.
I think you agree with us now. I think she on our team now. She on our team. She on our team.
What the people say? So the people say, okay, she say, Tay say, I want to know too. Okay, so she chiming in, listening. All right. Women I date are attractive without makeup because I prefer her to be natural.
Oh, okay. So I mean, for that comment,
that's a fact.
Are you looking for the woman that is natural, or you just gonna take them as it is and then say, hey, listen, this is what I prefer, and hope that they transform to the natural state if they were all made dolled up? How does
I
that work?
will tell you
Well,
this. My husband, but I never started wearing makeup until I got like older. I never wore makeup because he was like, I don't like you with makeup. You don't look good with makeup. I like you better, when you don't have on makeup.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I had to also understand too what I liked as well, because it wasn't really about. I mean, I was, I'm okay with trying to please you, but also I want to please me as well, and I want to feel pretty, and I want to feel glamorous, and I want to, So at the same time, I wouldn't wear makeup, but I would see. I'm like, God, I want to try. I don't like it. So then it went to being like I'm doing whatever he
Okay.
likes, but not really what I like. So what I do, I started wearing makeup because I liked it.
Okay.
So now when I wear makeup, like someone said in the chat, it's like a plus because, but even when I wear makeup now, he'll say it's too much. I don't like, because he's not used to seeing me, with a lot of makeup on because I never really wore makeup. Now in my latter years, I am now because, I feel like I got to spruce up a little bit more. I'm not as, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, but
Okay.
at the same state, he still feels like that natural state is what he likes. But at the same time, I do feel like, you have to also understand, like, the woman has to feel comfortable as well. And I'm quite sure in this statement why men, don't like, she has to, maybe she just wore the makeup, like that, and really didn't, for that night, and really didn't like the makeup. And now you're looking at her like, but I like the makeup.
Like she a biscuit
I
chicken.
don't wear it all the time.
Yeah.
But
So I guess
the more you talk,
so I
though,
guess-
but see, here's the thing: the more you talk, the more I feel like you're on our
I
team.
got one question for the ladies.
No.
So
Not on your team.
I got a question for the ladies. So why do you feel offended if a man chooses to react the way he reacts when he sees you with the makeup on, and then reacts again to where he sees you without the makeup? Why do some ladies, I'm not talking, y'all ladies, that's why I'm asking y'all that question. And all the sipettes out there, if you want to answer that question, please. Why do y'all get offended when a man changes his tone because he's seeing a new creature? A new beautiful creature. He didn't know. He didn't understand this. You know what I'm saying? He met you this painted canvas.
Creature.
And now the morning, because usually it's
He
the morning
said
after, because if you're anybody like I am,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Then it's the morning after.
That's a great question. That's a great question.
That was false hope. You hope this was the same person tomorrow.
Hey.
Okay? And it is the same person. It's just they don't have their makeup on. They took their wig, their lace front off. Okay? I mean, they took the things off because
that's the part that fucks me up.
But that's the part you should have been. But see, you should have been attracted to the person.
Yeah, I am.
No, that's not how that works.
I
That's
say,
not how that
I
works.
feel like,
That's not
I
realistic.
am not going to say it. I'm not going to fake it funk it for the ladies that I ain't been bamboozled too. Okay? I'm saying like bamboozled, like I'm looking, I've been seeing these movies, videos, and I see why men would be deceived.
Dang,
okay,
they
and just because it's a whole transformation, it really is. No. Some people do it because of medical reasons.
Okay, I got it,
and I get it, and we don't really know that. So no offense to nobody that had that's doing what they have to do, because I do know some people that have certain issues, medical conditions, I should say.
That was good.
And so because of medical conditions, this is what they have to do. Now, granted, this is the way it is, so they've adjusted to it. So you may see them without it, but they may do something to camouflage just a tad, in a professional manner.
So would you say about conversation 2 or 3 that knowledge should be unfolded if a person's showing that type of interest?
Well, if you are showing interest in me, I will communicate with you. I need you to understand that I have a medical condition.
You're right.
That's caused me to have a skin deformality. Is it deformality? Deformity.
Okay.
Deformity.
Hey.
And or whatever. Like I'll communicate that with you because I have actually. It's not a drastic case, but I do have a mild skin complication. So, but I can push through it. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I wear makeup, I personally choose to wear makeup just to enhance. So I'm not, I don't go for the glam and the glitz, but I think it's actually beautiful when women do those things. I mean, I really think it's beautiful, but when you have to do it every day, not by choice, but you're choosing to do it every day, I like to ask the question to the women as well. What are we hiding? What are we really hiding? I mean, if you like what you like, because I mean, when you put your face on, it's like putting your clothes on. It's an outfit.
I mean, like us as men,
let me say this
do
real
some
quick.
of the same stuff. But go ahead, carry on. We got.
But
Yeah. So
no, I'm
here's
just
the
saying.
thing.
So
Here's the thing.
I'm just curious.
That's
But
a great.
I do know
See,
that what
I
sometimes
think we're starting to convert the ladies to our team right now because he's starting to, starting to understand where we're coming from. But no, on serious note, though, it comes down to this, right? If you're not
you
comfortable,
froze, but I hear you.
y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you though.
Okay, so
you just froze on the camera.
I don't know why I froze, but hopefully, but yeah. So what I'll say is this: what it comes down to for me is this: how comfortable are you in your own skin based off how you look and how you feel, right? It is nothing wrong with makeup. Makeup is supposed to highlight what you already have. So if you're a good looking person,
it enhances
you
it.
put up makeup, so
Not
when you take it
transform.
off, you don't look like a completely different person. So if a person is not attracted to you without the makeup, when they were attracted to you with the makeup, it's because you did a little bit more and you made yourself
You
way
got to be honest with
more
yourself.
than what you already have. You did a little bit too much. You transformed your face. So,
But who's? It's not you as a man determination to say that woman did too much.
Well,
you're right.
She did too much.
She might not have, because when we women go to a club or after 5 event where it's not professional, look,
You want them to look at you.
I'm just saying. You know what I came here for.
You're right. You're right. But then when
Listen,
you take all that
but my
off,
thing is, if you,
problem.
but my thing is, if you in for the cheap,
What's your problem?
Don't
but
get
you
mad at
You
me
gotta
for
deal
this.
with
Like,
it.
oh, you know
I
what?
ain't mad at you.
I'm just saying, if you're looking for the cheap thrill, then that's what you're gonna get. My thing
But
is,
I do know that many men, excuse me, they will walk by a woman when she is not in her dolled up.
But she don't want them
place.
anyway, though. She shouldn't want them anyway.
She probably don't want it anyway, but I've seen it, and when Buddha sent me this video the other day, I had actually seen that one, ironically. And the girl, I thought she was a boy.
That's my point exactly.
I mean, when she really put herself in her natural state of being, okay? I thought she was on the other side, okay, of the spectrum. And then when she was on her work shift, she was a transformer. She did. It was totally different.
But she wasn't honest with herself.
I mean, but she got passed by, but I ain't gonna lie.
You passed the truth.
I probably would have thought she was a stud in her natural state. Okay. And that's okay. Just me.
So let me ask y'all. So are we saying why men don't pay attention to women when they don't have on makeup, or why men don't pay attention to women when they don't have on makeup? Because men are naturally like that. They see what's in front of them. They don't see anything. It's they're visual creatures. They see what's in front of. If it's shiny, if it's glazy, if that gets their attention. And if it gets their attention, That's all. That's all it takes for them. So from the outer appearance, that's all. So again, like I say, it's very shallow, but that's how men, and they're very elementary. Men are very
Whoa,
elementary.
whoa,
Whoa,
Wasabi.
whoa,
That
Whoa.
way.
I
whoa,
see. I feel like she's
whoa,
throwing some daggers
No, no,
at
no,
me.
no, no, no. Very
whoa,
elementary in that way.
whoa.
So when you
Wow.
just see, when you just see, oh, she's beautiful.
Yep.
And it's like, but you won't say the young lady with the nice, glowing skin that just got a facial with no makeup on.
I mean,
And you may not even look at her twice, but men are just they look
by the
anything
third
they
time I'm looking at him.
catch their attention. They're like a kid. Ooh,
If
this
she
shot.
the only option in the
Whoa,
building,
See, the
I
only
gotta
if she
jump in
option
on that
become
one.
the
I
only
gotta touch that
option
one.
in the
building,
building,
she
or
gonna
one
get
of
a
the,
little
or
that.
the
I
last
just
few
stuck out.
options,
I just
and
stuck out
then
everywhere
I
else.
gotta
you
touch that
got
one.
all the makeup infused
God.
women.
But
She
hold on
do
now.
look
No, but
kind
hold
of
up.
good. Let me
I
get
gotta
closer
respond to
to
that.
her in the light. You know what I'm saying? Then when the light come on, you see she looking all how she looking like, oh, she actually is easy on that.
That's right. I done rolled the dice.
And
And
you
they're gonna
do.
regret
And
that
I
makeup
won.
as she get older. They're gonna regret they wanted her to have that makeup on as she get older because that skin ain't gonna be no good.
But no, but see, here's the thing. But see, let's not transform it. This is a general thing. Women do this same thing too when it comes to men. If he doesn't dress the part, smell the part, look the part, drive the part. Yeah. I mean, if he don't come in showing that he's a bag of confidence and money, or he can support whatever y'all got going on, y'all gonna pass him by.
Not always.
No,
You
not
know,
really. Not
And,
But
really.
and,
not
I, and I
always.
think
Not
I
really.
We're not
actually
talking
I
about
think it's
always.
sexy when I see the men get off work, like the work men when they be in their work clothes. I'm
Okay.
like, oh, he was working today.
So is it
That's
sexy?
sexy.
So I'm asking
Hands dirty.
is it
He's
sexy?
dirty. He
Is it
work real hard.
is it sexy me walking out of this Wendy's or Burger King
I said,
attire because he's
I
working?
said dirty work. Dirty. Not
I
smelling
mean,
like
that's
burgers.
he
Dirty
had
work.
on a company
Hey, you can get
outfit.
dirty in the
Other than,
kitchen.
like,
other
he
than
not in the fast food.
Not in the Burger King kitchen. You just take stuff out bags. You just take
Listen,
stuff
them
out bags.
all
Job he
be.
got. Okay.
They got all you
No,
got to do with.
I mean, you right.
But
It,
not.
you
But
know,
seriously though, I would say this. What it comes down to is this. It depends on environment. It depends on the situation that's going on. If you're in a club, right, and majority of the people you find attractive has on makeup, you have this one person that is attractive, but she has no makeup, they might pass you by not because you're not attractive. They might have not noticed you because you don't pop out more like the other ones that's there. So it's not to say you're unattractive. It's just to say you didn't get noticed because that when you're in a certain environment, your eyes are trained to see a certain look, and that's might be the thing you're looking for. So
That lacquer in your system, you ain't even looking right in the first place.
listen, trust
Oh,
me, the liquor helps you see in some.
the
There's a
truth.
point where
This is the
when your
truth.
liquor do help you see a little
Go
bit
back to your shit.
clearer,
you
and
can.
then it gets
That's
goggle
like
eyes.
you
So you
wake
get
up the
clarity
next
first.
morning and she look like a transformer.
No, you wake up the
You
next
picked her.
morning, you say,
You picked her. You
damn.
picked her.
You
You the
brought
one
her
picked her.
home
At that moment, the
to
liquor
your
picked her.
house.
My drinks picked her.
Hey, listen. But no, by that point in time, hold on. By that point in time, if you got to the morning time, by that point in time, you being honest with yourself. You know what you came to do.
Facts.
You can't.
Facts. You know what you can't handle.
Listen, this wasn't what I really wanted to do, but man, whoo.
I wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready.
And then you open your eyes, you kind of squint, look to the side. It's just like, please be nice. Please be. Oh. Oh.
Listen,
I'm just
sometimes
saying,
you
but
roll
if
that
you,
dice, you might get CeeLo, you might roll craps.
Yep.
oh, you know, I don't know. I just feel like I've been in a situation, and I ain't gonna say I'm all that and a bag of chips, but
I am.
damn it,
Do
I
tell.
bring tables.
I am.
Do tell.
I bring tables.
I am, and I'm bringing the table.
Okay. Okay.
I
I'm
am.
running the table. Okay.
Okay.
So I know there's some other women out there that look better than me, but that's okay.
Whoa,
Good for
whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa.
Good for
Whoa,
you, girl.
whoa. There's no woman.
That's
look better
right.
than you.
That's right. Right.
So,
That's
but with that being said,
That's right.
Let me
I'm
drink.
honest with
Straight to that.
to know thine own self to be true. But at the same time, look here, unless you caught me at the local Walmart or ran down the street right quick, like to go and put some gas in my car because somebody didn't do it. You
She
know,
throwing shade.
I'm just saying. So whatever, if you really catch me like that, then that's probably the only time you really gonna catch me.
You can't hide the
Catch me
hips.
slipping.
You
But
can't
it's
hide
a
them hips.
guarantee bona fide fact. Monday through Friday, I'm on one. Okay. And then and maybe on Friday night and maybe a Saturday if I go out, I'm not on the same level. But I have been in both places where I was professionally dressed, I was after 5 dressed, and I was casually dressed. And I've been passed by. And I know I emit sexiness. Okay? Because
Exuded.
if I don't do nothing,
she need to be passed by.
if I
She
don't
got a
do,
whole man.
A whole
it
one.
don't stop visual creatures. It don't stop the visual creatures out there in these streets.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I've been passed by. Now, maybe I ain't give him the right attitude.
Yeah, you do look mean.
Because what I don't want to be approached now. If I ain't trying to be approached.
You had that resting face.
But you can't do both. You can't not want to be approached, but get mad when you don't get approached, or
I ain't
comment
mad,
when you
but
don't.
I'm saying
Not
like,
mad, but I'm
you know,
saying
at least
Thank
you know why you
you.
didn't get
at
approached.
least like.
Because the truth,
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you.
I done been unapproachable, and they still be like, but then it
I'm
be.
gonna tell you why.
It be
Because
a
there's two
bum
types of
that
men.
be looking at me like, gee,
But there's
Walker.
two types of men.
Is this the kind of?
Cause he know how to
Is that
shine
what
the
I'm putting
diamond.
into that?
He know how to shine the
But
diamond.
look, there's
I
two
don't
types
want
of
to be
men.
attractive to a bum.
But look, there's two types of men. There's two types. There's the man that's gonna see your resting face and gonna be like, I'm good. And it's gonna be the kind of man that gonna see your resting face and say, look, I bet you I can make her smile. I bet you I can get her. I can break her. There are two types of men. So you might get that one man that might see you and you're like not trying to deal with nobody, and they still gonna try because they feel that challenge and they want to live up to that challenge. And then you got that other man that's gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna go with old girl over here that's looking like she feeling me. She giving me the eye. She giving me that look. She giving me that
I
wink.
think
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this, and Keisha, you tell me as simple as y'all lady simples that is. I think a lot of you men turn a woman down whether she got makeup on or not, or however y'all look at a woman on her level of influence, how you can potentially manipulate the situation, how much
No.
yeah, because some women they look easy.
No, listen.
A show win, what we call them, a sure win. A for sure win.
That's not influence. I mean,
I'm just saying, like, y'all
That's
know
not it.
y'all, so y'all go
That's not it.
easy girls.
Y'all
most
giving
men,
us way too much credit with that one. Y'all giving us
Oh, they said wrong.
No, most men go out there
Wrong.
and get the woman that is attracted to them first. So you showing
Exactly.
you showing mutual interest before they even step
Look, Crow,
to you in the first place.
Crow
Because
said,
just like women,
she wrong as hell.
just like women, we don't want to get rejected.
Oh no.
We don't want to get rejected at all.
But I'm saying, like, y'all go after, because if I'm dressed, I got my makeup on, I'm looking like I'm looking how I'm looking, and
Okay.
but then I know I'm killing them. Okay, I know I'm killing them.
Mm-hmm.
And and yet I still don't get approached.
Newsflash, ladies, newsflash. Y'all ready for this newsflash? You know, men are energy driven too, right? We're drawn to certain types of energy.
Ass.
I believe that. I believe that. I believe that.
So what I'm saying,
I believe that.
certain type of energy
I believe that.
you're drawn to. So at the end of the day, you could be looking fine
The
as
energy you
hell,
drawn to is,
but you
can
give
I
it
get
off.
the ass?
You listen. You
The
could be
laugh.
fine as fucking hell, but that bad energy is gonna get you passed on by because us as men, we have evolved.
Ass. Y'all ain't evolved on shit. You want to know, can I get the ass tonight or can I get it tomorrow?
Well, it all depends on what we coming to do.
Oh, you came to get ass. That's always number one.
He say
goal.
not always.
That's not always. What kind of man
Listen.
I am?
You men, your priority
I'm listening.
is how quickly can I get the ass?
Negative, not
Oh,
for me.
that's
For
negative.
a lot of men. Go ahead,
Right.
Joe. Go ahead.
Negative.
Dr. Love.
Negative.
ahead.
Okay, so look at this, right?
Go on and make it sound fly.
Let me use this. I'm gonna use this analogy, right?
Mhm.
If you make a really good cake, for those who make cake, if your cake tastes good, right?
Mhm.
No pun intended. If cake tastes good, right?
Mhm.
And you get whipped cream on that great tasting cake, it just the whipped cream that's going to add to the cream and the frosting.
Enhance
It's
the
going
flavor.
to add to it. It's going to add to it. But without that frosting, it's still a great tasting cake.
Mhm.
What we're saying is that if we're dealing with a woman and she's nice and she's looking good, we vibe and we go there and we handle business that night, that's the icing on the cake. But we don't get that icing on the cake, it doesn't mean that we didn't accomplish our goal by getting that cake that tastes so good with or without the icing. So all I'm saying is when you're dealing with men, we're not sitting here trying to figure out who's gonna be with it or not. We're not that analytical. We're going with, oh, I like her. Oh, she looking real good. She look good. And she looking at me. She
Oh,
look good,
and
but her
she
energy
looking
may
at
not
me.
be. She's good, but some of her energy, she might got her boyfriend in the club somewhere around the corner. She might got a couple of dudes that's on her right now. I ain't trying to go with that. I'm trying to go with that one that, oh, we locking eyes. There we go. That's
There
how
you
we
go.
observe shit.
I'm trying to tell you. But to
It's
answer
that
your
simple.
question. So answer your question, baby. I like to use the terminology young bull, old bull. Okay? Young bull want to run down there and hit it. The old bull said, hey, let's walk on down there and we can take care of them all. Now let me
So which bull you gonna be tonight?
So let me elaborate. Let me elaborate on that, right? Because I need
Talk
to
to
elaborate on that, right? So if you just gonna be a fuck thing, then yeah, I'm going out to do exactly that. That's not my first mind though, because I want to create a safe space where I can have it all the time, not just to put I want to be political, not just the peach, but I want what's in the pockets too, and everything that goes around that. So I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna
do all the things.
All the things that's gonna ensure victory,
Fact.
not just for one night, but for years to come.
Because the truth is, a one night stand is only great if you don't live in that city and you probably flying home in a couple of days.
That's
That's
right.
the only time a one night stand is good. If I live in a city and I can see you at the same time and we only have a one night stand, that means I ain't do something right. That means something went bad on my end. And
what you trying to do?
That. All right.
I
want to hear from Miss Keisha. Tell the people. I know you's a married woman, but you still got an opinion.
Husband, earmuffs.
Of course.
How do you feel that the men folk are actually approaching, when they, could you see what you got single friends and you're a woman, you see what's happening out here in these streets. How do you feel the masses? I know we speak in general and for the record, ladies and gentlemen, we are not talking about all. We're just talking about many.
If you fit in that category,
we talk about you.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
So we talk about many, not all. Some, most, however you want to put it. So when I'm saying about many men see a woman in her natural state.
Okay.
And she, then tomorrow she has on her other face, her
real face,
her new face,
her real face. Not her other face, her real one.
I mean, I'm saying first she's in her natural.
Okay.
I'm saying she's in her natural first.
Okay, so she's in her natural first.
And y'all just so happen to be going in the same direction at the same damn time.
Okay.
And there you go.
Ooh, I'm with you.
You come back, and you remembered him. You remembered this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember he was that guy that
he gave it to you when you was in your natural state.
Well, no, he was like he did old generic.
Oh, he had like hey and like
he hit you at the low key hey, all right.
I'm with you.
Maybe he was with his girl. I don't know. Who knows? But I'm saying.
I'm with you.
So tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. We at tomorrow now.
You looking how you looking.
Bam. Okay.
Make it right.
I'm with you. Okay.
Okay. And he see you again.
Okay.
But he don't know you.
That has happened to me before.
I'm just saying he don't know you because
that has happened.
You and you ain't overly done. You just
spruced up a little bit. You just spruced up.
You look like Monday.
So you should be mad. You should feel.
I'm just saying. How would you feel as a woman?
You
how
should
would
already
you feel
know.
about that?
You should already know.
I said as a woman.
Well, personally, that happens to me a lot because I'm in my natural state a lot. I'm in my natural state a whole lot. And so I do have my days, like if I'm doing a tour and I'll spruce up and it's normally they're like, oh, it's very evident. They're like, oh, Nikesha, oh my, the men and the women. But I will say this, it just depends on, because with me, I'm in another age bracket. So I mean, younger guys, well, I ain't gonna say they don't, but younger guys are very hesitant because I have a strong personality and I walk with a lot of confidence. So they don't really come up to me like that because I feel they know that I'm definitely out of their league. However, when I do spruce up, some men just got confidence and they don't care. They don't care.
I swear to God, I don't understand.
Yeah, they don't care, and they'll be like, "Oh, Miss Lady, oh, Miss Lady, you look nice," and I say, "Oh, well, thank you," but I think the way I respond back to them, they know that I'm not a young girl because the way I respond back to them. Well, thank you for noticing. You have a good day, and I keep it moving. But it's the way you reply back to them for them to understand where you are with the compliment. You understand what I'm saying? And then for the ones that, like you said, hey, I've seen this person, in my natural state, blah blah, and then now, I get on the elevator, like, didn't I see you yet? Because some of them, you're the same one that went. This is me. How you doing? What? Now you want to have it. Somebody said, what floor you on? Oh no, I'm on work right now. Oh, okay. Well, you have a good day. Yeah, you too. And you just keep it real short and sweet. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't hold it against men because, like I said, they are like 5-year-olds. Anything that's shiny, they see it. Then they see another something else shiny, and then they see it. So it's very. You can't really hold it against them because they know
let's change this. And let me ask this question, right? let's
All right.
say you see me at a function, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wearing and it's a certain type of vibe, right? And I'm regular, t-shirt, gray sweatpants, some J's, right?
Did you say great sweatpants, sir?
Gray sweatpants, right?
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that's what I
Sweatpants,
heard you
right?
say.
Right. But let's just say everybody else is dressed a certain way, they
Uh-huh.
carry themselves a certain way,
Mm-hmm.
and I get passed on because no one is looking at that time. They're not looking at what I'm wearing. They're looking at this dude wearing a nice little, get up. He got a nice hat on. He dressed up. His beard shining. His hair's cut. And I'm over here, I got hair growing on my face right now.
Mm-hmm.
But now if I go the next day, right, I get a haircut. I throw on a little button up, some slacks, some shoes, and I go to that same event, same get up, and there's gonna be and then a woman look and notice me. Is she wrong for not noticing me yesterday but noticing me today?
Oh, she saw your gray sweatpants. You just didn't have enough
And,
of
and
a
I didn't
gray.
appeal to her. I didn't appeal to her. But guess
You
what?
didn't appeal to her
Because the dick
because
wasn't big enough.
you did not have the. You should not have been wearing gray sweatpants.
But
I
what
mean,
I'm saying is,
it's
but hold up. But
it's a
it's
fact
a
that you
great.
come somewhere like that. I mean, the way I mean, it's just a natural fact, and I think it's
All
just
right,
human nature.
I
If you don't
wasn't
dress
even.
the part, and you're looking for something, and you don't dress the part, of course, you're not going to be, sought out, so to speak. But
But now
if you,
it
when
could
you,
work.
just like I just said, I can't hold it against this guy because he didn't notice me in my natural state. I'm not finna hold it against you. That's just your bad, homie. It's as simple as that.
But
That's
see, but see how women
you
dress
can't see the
themselves.
diamond in the rough. That's your bad.
But here's the thing.
He might
Here's
be a
the thing.
grower.
But here's the
Not
thing.
sure.
How a woman dress up in their makeup is how a man dress up in his get up.
I
So
got you.
how a woman express herself in her makeup is how a man express himself in his get up. So
I got
a
you.
woman can express if you are not in the mood, you just there to be there. It shows in the way you get up in the makeup. But now, if a guy just there to support and forget the gray sweatpants, let's throw that. I was just being funny with that. But let's just say some jeans, some jeans,
Tight
whatever,
ones or loose ones.
tight, loose, whatever. But then he still got a shirt. He just regular. If we're at that moment, we're expressing to ourselves that we're just there to be there. We're not expressing ourselves. Where a
Mm-hmm.
woman will may not wear makeup or may not dress a certain way. Like, don't get me wrong. If you are a type of person that don't wear makeup like that, and you go somewhere, that's different. But if you're a person that will throw it on a makeup and then you go somewhere you ain't wearing no makeup, then you go back the same way. It's the same thing with if a guy dresses a certain way one day and then he upgrade his dress, then it's something you're gonna look at. So I don't think it's primitive for a guy to see a woman who's not at her best and not look her way because it's natural for a woman to see a guy not at his best and look at the other dudes that's at their
But a
best.
woman will look at a man not at his best before a man will look at a woman not at her best because that's just what women.
I don't know.
That's
I
just
don't
I
think
women.
don't know
so.
about that
That's
one.
just like what baby just said. Hey, if he getting off work, he ain't at his best when he getting off work. But baby, guess what? Because this is a woman. A woman is saying, he was just where the money reside.
He
Look,
look, boy. I can imagine when he get cleaned up.
Unless he work at McDonald's.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not hating on.
I'm judging.
I'm not hating on
I ain't
McDonald's.
gonna lie.
I'm not gonna do
here's
it.
the thing, like, so
That
what?
gotta be his part-time job.
So what I heard from Baby,
The second one.
she can't be looking fine and attracting bums.
I don't like that.
Like if she go out her way to look where she look, she better get some top notches out there.
I mean, high value. The high value man. I'm just saying, like, that's the only people that's gonna acknowledge me. I got problems.
I definitely agree with the energy. I agree with the energy comment you made. Like you know the energy. If you give off that, and you're gonna attract that energy. I just would say, hey, even if say she had on makeup, it is the energy, but maybe that's the men's thing. So it doesn't matter if she had on makeup or she don't have on makeup. If you like women with makeup, that's just your thing.
I
And
don't
you
like
wanna
women
do it.
with makeup
Listen, I
because
know
I
some women
hate
that
having
No,
can't
to
no,
wash
have
just
my
without
hair.
makeup.
no. I'm just saying in general. Like
I know.
if a man likes a woman with makeup, then he's definitely naturally not gonna be noticing any woman with it. It's just with the enhancement of the makeup. I won't hold it against a man if you don't pay attention to me because I don't have on the makeup. I just know that hey, that's enhancing. So he probably looking because you're a little bit more enhanced than I am.
Right.
I mean,
Woo,
I'm just
thank you,
saying, if I
Crowesia.
don't got a beard and you got if me with my peach fuzz and there's dudes in there, there's beards, there's a good chance I might get passed on for the dudes that beards because
Don't
that's
nobody
the
care
thing.
about no beard, man.
Well,
Shit.
listen,
Nobody care
there's a
about no
lot of
beard.
these,
That's just as
there's a
important as
lot
the
of
British
these
No,
women.
Strongman.
nobody care about
It
no
looks
beard.
nice. Now, as a woman, all those things look nice.
Yeah,
But it's
those
not
aesthetics. Those
it's
are
not
called aesthetics.
right.
Listen,
It's not a mandatory, it's not a requirement. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
I'm
saying?
just saying.
And I think we've let social media gotten the best of us
Mhm.
in
That's a
so
fact.
many ways, men and
That's a
women
fact.
alike.
I agree.
You know, we're taking on this whole role of what things should look like, you know, the depiction of what a good or what a woman should look like and
Right.
what a man should look like. And now the new thing is the man pays. You know what I'm
The
saying?
man page.
I call it a man pay.
How you be straight
man,
bald
you know.
and have a boosie fade?
Right. Yo, you got
At
you
one
got
day.
you come like this with you got you know what I'm saying, you got waves. Like
Yeah,
yesterday
I
you was
never
bald
thought
head, like
I
baby
never thought I'd
skin.
be in a space of life
And
where
it's
I'm
all good,
claiming.
you know, because I mean, out of respect, if y'all could take women in different personalities, then I guess, you know, we women, you know,
Should, but you don't.
but
Y'all
here's-
gotta get hoodwinked.
but the thing is, the crazy thing, I don't want to say crazy, but the reality is there's somebody for everybody.
Yeah.
There's somebody for somebody, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't for everybody, but there's somebody for somebody.
All right.
Right? And so in closing, you know, I think that, you know, it's definitely something to talk about with regards to, you know, and I know it goes men and women, but it would just so happen with Buddha giving me this video, I made it about men, where in reality it's really a general statement. Gender
in specific.
You know, in specific, you know, it's non-gender specific. So it could go both ways because we women, we do the most. We do. Cause I ain't even gonna lie, I'm judging you. I ain't even lying.
And that's my point. And a man might see a girl at one of these fast food restaurants and say, "Hey, listen, man, you just good, and we're gonna build you right on up."
But see, I'm judging you
Build a
because of
boy.
where I am in my life.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
where I am in my life, you know, I pray for more days, but I don't know what tomorrow gonna be.
So she needs it all right now.
So I need that in my nail.
In my nail. In my nail.
I need to know where the money resides.
Where it resides.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, because, you know, that's what's popping.
All right.
Okay? And what they saying, that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
That's on Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Okay.
So, you know, because I got to make this stuff be current. So I'm
Rotation.
saying the things that I know that everybody gonna understand because you feel me. Let's touch and agree. Oh, yes. Yes. So all the ladies hear me.
Shana na. I felt that in my Shana na.
And down. Okay. But what I'm saying, but at the same rate,
all right,
because I'm a very neutral person. Okay. I know that men need the same thing. Okay. So with that being said, ain't nobody got time to be playing out here in these streets.
All right.
Okay? You're gonna take this makeup-less face, okay?
You don't have to.
At the end of the day, at the end of all times, That chick that got all the makeup all the time, makeup is good.
She don't work nowhere. She don't work nowhere.
She's not going to make sure
Work
you
nowhere.
got no slob on your face if you can't get up and wash your face. Okay? She ain't gonna take the boogers out your eyes. She ain't gonna be worrying about that. Okay? But that chick that got no makeup on, who don't mind rolling her sleeves by,
Got things to do.
and you know what I'm saying? Look, I need to go handle this.
Handle
Okay, and I'm gonna go over here. I gotta go handle that. We're gonna handle all the things.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you fellas, I know y'all visual creatures. This is my final thought as a woman. I know y'all visual creatures, but y'all need to be visual in reality.
Okay. What you got? What you got, Mr. Nikesha?
Look, I'm gonna just have to go side with my girl on this one. I mean, we understand y'all visual creatures, but you definitely got to be realistic about it. I mean, I think this thing is in, because I'm in a latter age myself. I think it's levels to that. You know, when you're a younger person, maybe maybe you can do that every day, or maybe because you don't know that you don't have to, because you're trying to please him. But let me tell you something. As you get in the latter, all of that stuff, season. I'm a seasoned. Absolutely. You don't have to do all of that, because the juices and berries have been fermented. So you're good. You're good.
Yes.
You don't have to do that. So
yes.
I think it's levels to that maturity.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Dr. Love, you never came. Your picture,
All right,
your screen never came back full. But go ahead and speak to the people.
I don't know what's up with the screen.
Final thoughts.
All right, but my thoughts is this. I always love the line, laid back sweatpants, chilling with no makeup on. That's a Drake line with some of y'all don't know. I do appreciate a woman in a natural state. I'm speaking for me as an individual. And I appreciate a woman because if I'm attracted to you, that means I'm attracted to you, to who you are. It's not just your looks, it's your energy, the vibe. All of that matters in your looks. There's some good looking, unattractive women that exist in this world, in my eyes. So for me, I always look at the vibe. So when it comes down to it, is this. You gotta love the skin you're in as a woman. You cannot worry about always trying to look perfect to the guy that you're dealing with, because if he always expects perfection, then he don't value you. The woman so for us guys, what's important for us is the energy you put behind what you're doing. You can be dolled up and have a negative attitude. You could wear no makeup and have a negative attitude. Just baby said that the girl who's dolled up may not wipe the drool off your face, all that stuff. It could be a girl who dress up that could do that, and then vice versa. It could be that one woman that don't have time because she never puts on makeup, and she don't have time to make sure the man that she with, the king that she with, is on point. She may not have time for that either. So it all goes down to the individual and what energy you put behind what you're doing. If you look good, then trust me, the right ones will notice. And if you ain't been noticed yet, it's because it's all the wrong. You're only expecting attention from the wrong ones.
Okay. Buddha, what's your final thought?
Well, I'm gonna start where I started. Know thyself to be true.
Okay.
Understand who you are and know what you like. And if she wearing makeup and that's not for you because you like a natural woman, then go for the natural woman. If you one of those guys who want to swing for the fences because you want that dog, then by all means, go get that dog and be happy.
All right. That's what we
got.
So tonight we had our special guest on, and that was talking about the actual career choices and alternatives for adults and children, young adults. I won't say
young adults.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we have some information that we can provide you so that you can pass that on. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, I do have the information. Here's one of the links, but I will be able to provide that to you. So if you have any additional questions, you can feel free to send us a DM, and we'll make sure we get that to you. Because again, this is not just for young adults.
Yeah.
She said unemployed, people that's been impacted by the COVID. So
People reinventing themselves.
right, coming along, trying to be somebody, trying to find your greatness, okay? So that you don't have to worry about makeup. I'm just saying.
Money changes a person's
I
opinion.
for the tours in the private chat.
Okay.
So I want to get that as well. And it's for the Kissimmee location and the Orlando location.
Okay. All right. Very good. So listen, sippers, and more sippers. We absolutely appreciate you all tuning in, because what we do is we try to bring it on all levels, okay, from here to there and in between. We give you education, and then we bring you with some enlightenment on alternatives and just thought-provoking topics.
Right.
I know Buddha like to bring it with his man version, and then I go and I be like, sometimes I agree, sometimes I disagree, and sometimes I get in the middle. But either which way the wind blows, we wrapped up. We rat chill. Okay.
So where we gonna be at this weekend, Dr. Love Jones?
Listen, books and brunch.
Go to the brunch.
It's books and brunch.
And
so you can get you some books. You're gonna get you some brunch. It gets no better than that. Go to booksandbrunch.eventbrite.com to register on RSVP so you can get a table, because you don't want to show up there and realize all the tables full and you gotta sit by the bar if you want a table. Now, they're gonna be bar space, there's gonna be space in there, you're gonna be able to drink, eat, have all that, but you want to have the best seat possible. And you can guarantee that by RSVP. They'll take care of you. The whole restaurant is there. It's gonna be a vibe. I look forward to seeing everybody out there. Once again, booksandbrunch.eventbrite.com, 2141 West Colonial Drive. It's right by the Magic Mall. So if you want to get up at the Magic Mall and come through, you can do that. If you want to get your smell goods from the Magic Mall, you can do that and then go through. So
appreciate having everybody. Thank you guys.
I appreciate y'all having me here.
No, thank you for inviting me. I enjoyed tonight.
I'm glad. Make sure you all follow, and share the page. We on all the platforms, social media, on all of them. Whatever it is, we there. Okay? So ain't no mistaking how you can find us. And if in doubt, all you need to do is go to www.buddhaandbaby.com. That's our website. That'll take you to wherever platform you're interested in being. If you have a topic or a subject, or you have additional information, you can go to our website, I should say. And on the website, if you go to the topic submittal or just click on the contact us, either which way the wind blows, you'll be able to get the information to us, and Buddha or I will be able to reach back with you. Is that okay? Is everybody all right with that?
I'm all right with it.
Very good. Until next week, same time, same energy, y'all.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Oh, this is for the simples. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through. What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl singing, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your home